All right, welcome to If Not Now Wednesday. My name is Stacy Brayuka. I am known as the technology therapist and squirrel wrangler, and I am bringing you If Not Now Wednesday today to talk about, for about the next 20 minutes maybe, what are you not doing that you feel like you need to do? And welcome, Darwin, for listening. And I'm just hitting up my Facebook and LinkedIn to try and bring in some folks. So if you bear with me for just a second, that was not a successful post. We'll see if apparently LinkedIn does not want me to post on it that way at the moment. I'm going to try again. Let's go for the Facebook audience, of course, and see if any of them want to come over. Share into a group if it lets me. Had struggles with Facebook yesterday letting me go live into my group from my Zoom, and when you're a tech girl and you have struggles with something, it's just it's not only challenging, it's a little bit disheartening to say it, because you don't want to say oh, I'm the tech girl but I'm having troubles, because you don't want to do that. So share in a couple of groups there, and I'll welcome Howard and Mary Catherine. I love speak your truth and choose you. Oh my gosh, yes. You have to be true to yourself in this life, because if you're not true to yourself, you can't be true to anybody, to be fair. So today's topic of If Not Now Wednesday is, what are you not doing that you feel like you should be doing, want to do, people have told you should do? What is it you're not doing? So I'm actually going to invite folks from the audience because, well, I want to start a conversation. So if anybody that's there wants to jump in, I will introduce myself briefly one more time. My name is Stacy Brayuka. I am known as the technology therapist and squirrel wrangler. As the technology therapist, I have been a clinical social worker for over 25 years, a geek girl for over 40, and a public health educator for 15 or better. As the squirrel wrangler, it is my view that, when people say squirrels are those distractions and our shiny objects in our day, I'm going to say that's true. But I'm also going to say, because most people say, oh, well, you just need to get rid of the shiny objects. Just get rid of them. Just don't worry about them. And I disagree. I say we need to keep those squirrels, those shiny objects, because that's what holds our creativity. And when you get rid of your creativity, then things are just like, meh, I mean, almost literally, meh. So instead of getting rid of the squirrels, I say cage the little buggers until it's time to use them. And then you get them out of the cage and you play with them and you get to use their creativity. And then you can put them back in the cage until you're ready to use them again. Or, you can play catch and release with them too. So I'm going to bring up Mary Catherine. Thank you so much for jumping in. What is it you're not doing today on what if not now Wednesday, that you want to be doing?
Oh my gosh, I just want to say I love that squirrel analogy so much.
It is
It
my gift to you.
resonated so much with me. I was just sitting here smiling and I was like, oh my gosh, I see squirrels all day. And I just love that you told me to just stop trying to get rid of them, but
Oh my
instead
God, don't get
almost
rid of them.
embrace them because I'm such a squirrel person. So,
Now, sometimes we need to cage them,
yeah.
and that's actually part of what I do as the technology therapist. I help people cage the squirrels so that they're there when you need them, because there's times where you really, like, let's say you're creating content. Oh my God, you need the squirrels then, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally
So
agree with you there.
yeah, Yeah. So what is it? What are your squirrels today? Which ones have visited you?
Um, just I mean, I was locked in working all day. I just got done, and I'm about to go work out, but I was like, I really want to get in the hot tub, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go
Mm,
do that, but I can keep working in the hot tub. So just like
amen.
recognizing that I can not have to sit at my desk all day, and recognizing that it can I can do and move around the house as I please, which is why I love what I do.
Hmm.
But I think like your question, I love how you put that Wednesday. What are you not doing? That's so cute. I just love cute things like that. Um, and I would have to say right now, I just am trying to I know my path, I know what I want it to look like, but as my husband always says, like, you're never satisfied. I just want to figure out.
Do we have to be satisfied?
I know is that was exactly what I was going to ask. Like,
I mean, really. Um,
yeah,
let's go back to the Rolling Stones for this one. I can't get no, right? I can't get no
true.
satis. But then again, like, do we have to be like fully? What is satisfied? Is
Yeah,
satisfied the journey? Is it the destination? Is it the places along the way where you're occasionally satiated? Maybe you don't have to be satisfied. Maybe you have to just occasionally be satiated.
I love that. Yeah, and I feel like that's kind of the type of person that I am more. So,
Hmm.
I think when there's this pressure on you to be this one thing or be, you're only this, and it's like, but I want to be more than just that. Coming from being a stay-at-home mom for 12 years to being a real estate agent and being, I would say, semi-successful at that, to then going into some other things that I'm not quite ready to come out of the closet yet. But it's just, it's hard to find. I think it's hard for other people who haven't been a stay-at-home mom and that's been their identity for 12 years. I mean, that's all I did was stay-at-home mom, take care of my
Right.
son. And then to go from that to now having a teenager who needs you less and less and less, literally each day, every hour is different. And it's just
Mm,
such a hard transition, Stacey, that I don't really think it's funny because I said to someone, I thought that the baby time was so difficult, but I have to be fully honest with you. Right now is more difficult as a mom than it's ever been for me, because I'm trying to find what I'm not doing, which is I want to continue to be that mom, which I love being, and I feel like I do a great job at it. And I have a lot of my identity is tied to that. But I
mm.
also want my own thing, and I want my own identity and my own my ownness. I don't even that's not even a
Right.
word, I guess, but
It's now
I
a
need a
word.
book.
It,
I don't know if
it might
I need
be
to write it or I need a book. I don't feel like there's enough. There's all those how to deal with angst and teenagers and all that. And I deal really well with that. But what about the moms who are stay-at-home moms for so long and then they're trying to I mean, this is going to sound bad. I don't resent my husband for having an amazing job and career. He is so good at what he does. But it's we've missed that. I've missed that for so long because my amazing career was being a mom. And
right.
that is great and it's wonderful and it is accepted. But then what happens after? You know what I mean?
What's the
When you're in that,
great adventure? What's the next great
yes,
adventure for you?
yes, that's what I'm looking for.
And
That is what I'm looking for, Stacey.
that it
I'm
is
looking for
totally okay for you to identify that and not be satisfied with one stop along the journey.
okay.
I so here's if you go back and listen to, especially Friday, if you listen to my
Okay.
Friday episode, it was on Find Your Formula Friday.
Okay.
So one of the so my find your formula coaching, what I focus on in that is there's two things. We all need to live in balance in our life, like our work life balance, our family, friends, work, personal, self-care. There's 9 different arenas in the balance, right?
Hmm.
I've broken it down to 9. But one of the other things, we are all on this journey for what are our magic tricks and what are the things that is our life purpose and light us up. And each of us, if we really dig deep enough, each individual on this planet has a unique life purpose that they could live within if they so choose. Now, if they don't choose, I'm not saying that, somebody has to, because if they're happy living within whatever the day to day, like you said, your husband's got a great career, he's great at it, it may or may not be his actual life purpose. But if you find the two or three things that you are just magical at that may or may not even go together, that most people may say, oh, well, being a mom and being a realtor and being the thing you've got in the closet, I'm just going to call it that, right? Those
Yeah,
things
okay.
don't really go together. Those things don't
No.
go together. They're like oil and water. That doesn't work, right? BS. I call total bullshit on that. And I'm going to say that if that is what Mary Catherine is as a magical person on this planet, then not only do they absolutely go together, but when she finds what the magic part of it is, and when you figure out how to be able to explain to yourself who all of those things are in the world without having to cut any body parts off to say, oh, this is the mom part, I have to get rid of it. Oh, this is the realtor part, I have to cut it off. I have to not be the realtor today. I have to not be the mom today. Bullshit. You're the whatever all day, every day. You're the wife every day, probably, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Part of your body do you cut off to not be well, we're not going to go there because that gets it a whole different can of worms, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, people we try and put everybody into boxes.
Yes. And that's my
And I
struggle.
am so sorry, but the squirrels go in cages. We don't.
Oh, I
We
love
don't
that.
belong in a cage in a specific. We belong in whichever one we create for ourselves. And now, and I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say that finding where those pieces are and what that journey is. I'm not going to say that's an easy journey,
Yeah.
because if it were easy, it wouldn't be magical at the end.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say an end is not really the right word. It would not be magical when you find it. But
Yeah.
I guarantee flipping to you that, well, and I just, this is my show and I frequently drop all sorts of words. I guarantee fucking to you that when you find the magic one, it is amazing to find. And I'm saying that actually from recently been through another iteration of Stacy. My
Yeah.
current iteration of Stacy is beyond anything I ever would have thought it would have been. Ever. And it's because of taking that journey. And I really think it is the journey is just as important as what other people feel is a destination. It's not a destination. You don't have to be quote unquote satisfied. You can be you can be ecstatic, you can be comfortable in one day, you can be excited, you can be satiated with that one meal or that one thing. But it
Hmm.
doesn't mean you have to be totally 100% satisfied, because I don't know if any of us ever get to that. It's almost like that part is really kind of if we got satisfied, what the hell do we do next?
No, I agree. And
I'm
I love that because I think that I am, I have these things this one thing that I know that I actually think could work with all of me. I just have to figure out the way to do it. And I feel like I'm on that path. I'm getting more confident in it. I'm keeping it a little close to the chest right now,
Yep,
just
I
because I'm
understand
just
that
not
feeling.
right sure what, like, I see the path. I just need to like get all of it ready, but then I'm also like, okay, well, how do I? Because I do think they could all be combined together.
Hmm.
And I do think they make all of what Mary Catherine is. And I know that. But there's just this little, like, I am not the girl. Like, if you go to my Instagram, I'm always like, be your truth, speak your truth. But sometimes it's hard for, it's funny because sometimes I
Hmm.
post the things that I post because I need to remind myself, like,
Amen.
fear, get
I
it
am gonna,
away. Fear, get
oh,
it away.
I'm gonna high five you on that one big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. You post the stuff not only for inspiring others, but reminding
Yeah.
yourself. Like,
Yes.
oh,
Totally.
yesterday was a prime example of, I mean, I'm a geek girl, 40 plus years of being a geek. My first computer was a Commodore 64 when I was in fifth grade.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and if I were on video, I'd be showing you the half size Commodore 64 I have sitting next to me. That's a that I found on Amazon. It's a basically it's a toy. It's you hook it up to an HDMI TV and play all the old games.
Oh my gosh.
I've
I would
never hooked it.
love
I've
that.
never actually hooked it up. That's the funny part. I use it as a prop more than I do anything else yet. Yet, one of these days I'll hook it up.
Yeah.
But yesterday I come on here to do Technology Tuesday, and Technology Tuesday, in my mind, is supposed to be a open office hours live into my Facebook group. Well, Facebook had other ideas, would
Ugh.
not let me put the app into the Facebook group so that I could broadcast into there.
Hmm.
And I'm the geek girl.
So you're the
I
one that's
admit,
supposed to
how
know
do
how to
I
do it.
admit, do I admit defeat or do I just go and I'm like, oh, heck no. I mean, there was a time I would have gone, oh, you can't let anybody know that the geek girl had a tech problem.
Yeah.
But I did. I typed that into, yeah, that was yesterday's Tech Tuesday show. In here was, hey, even the geek girl has problems, you know? Because I think when we disallow ourselves from being human, we lose that magic trick. We're
Yeah.
giving into being the whatever everybody else, we're giving into being meh, being nothing. And it's it's okay to be human. It's okay that the geek girl might have a problem. It would be okay if um it's okay if a mom doesn't have the right answer for their kid.
Yeah. No,
There's
you're
no
right.
way mom has all the answers. Although mine does a pretty good job. I think um she did a good job with me, although she'll tell me to this day, I have no idea what you do now. Like she's like, I don't know what you do. I don't know how to describe it to anybody. And I'm like, I try
I
and describe
Stacy, you
it.
like literally just hit on it. Like I think that's why I'm not quite there yet because I don't know how to describe it to people and I'm a words girl. And
Yeah,
so like I because I can't speak it yet, like the way that I want to speak it. Like when I first came out with my first book and I'm writing my second book, like those literally have nothing to do with the new thing that I'm talking about, even
there
though
you go.
it's still similar. It's channeling energy and all of that stuff. So it's similar. I need to know how to describe it to people before I can come out with it. So I don't, and that's where I'm stuck. And I don't know if I should just like, if it's just going to come, if I just put it out there and just like, it's just going to come. And one day I'm just going to say it to somebody and I'm going to be like, oh shit, I didn't even like, oh, it just
It
came. Like instead of me
yeah, it
focusing
does
so
in
much on it.
yeah, a variety. I think it's also part of a journey is like you might find one of the pieces while you're
Yes.
walking down the path, and then you're going to find one of the other pieces, and then you're going
Yes.
to something up ahead and go, oh my god, that's how they go together. And
Yes.
that's it's totally a journey. And for those who have never been on the entrepreneurial journey,
Yeah.
for those in the corporate 9 to 5, for those who have lived, like, so I was talking about my mom, she's lived for the most part the corporate 9 to 5 thing.
Yeah.
She actually lived your life before that because she was a stay-at-home mom
Hmm.
until probably about that I was in fifth grade or so. So she had then had to, and I watched her reinvent herself, but it was reinventing herself into that corporate structure. It was not at all reinventing herself the way I have as I have been blessed to, because I'm going to say that being able to take the journey into the entrepreneurial space was both a brave, scary as fuck thing and a blessing at the same time. That I've got supportive family to be able to do that. I've had the support of my husband. I have the support of my mom.
Yeah.
So having the support of the family, even though they're like, what in the world do you do? But they still support and love you for it. And I think
Yeah, and I have that. I'm
it's
lucky that I have
that's a
that.
I mean, I think that's imperative. Having other entrepreneurs around you, um, having others around you who have been there, done that, are on different parts of the journey. I think that's really important, especially depending on what days it is. I would certainly love to. I'd love to get on a Zoom call with you so that we could even do a deep dive of you know what where you're at with those things, and
I
if I may
love that.
provide any
Yeah.
value uh, addition to what I'm providing today, I'd love to do that.
Yes, I would absolutely love that. I
One
would love
thing
that.
I
I
ask
just added you
here,
on.
yeah, one thing I ask everybody in my audience every show I've been doing is
Mhm.
to download my app. I actually do have an app. It's the Technology Therapist.
Okay.
Uh, in the App Store, you can actually connect with me there. You can schedule with me there. You can learn more about the formula. You can listen to all my podcast episodes, which primarily in the last 2 weeks have been recorded here on Wisdom. So you can hear them here too.
Okay.
Um, and when I have somebody on, like you were brave and stepped up to the mic. Um, but I'm going to ask, can I connect with you on your social medias, and can I tag you in? So connect with you on your Instagram, which I'm doing right this second. You followed me, I'm following you back. So
Awesome.
connected.
Yes, of course. I am always about
And
collaborations. Like,
yeah,
and then
I want to tag
let's.
you in
Yeah,
my so what I'd like you to do is if you can send me a DM with your email address so that then I can send you a notification of when this talk goes live,
I
which
will.
will probably be in the next 24 hours. I decided I was getting picky and going, I've got to have an intro and an outro and a blah 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 blah
I
to actually
know.
put it up as a podcast. And then I'm like, no, you don't. You just need to do it.
Oh my God, you're so funny. You're so much like me because I've been wanting to do this new app. Like I've been thinking about it for weeks. Like where do I get where I can start having a following and start building a community. Off of Instagram in case something were to ever happen and I were to
Yeah,
lose my page or
yeah,
whatever. And you can't put all your eggs in one basket. Somebody
yeah,
suggested wisdom, and I
yes.
was like, oh my God, well, I could talk for hours. But I was like, I don't want to do this whole intro, exit, tro thing every single time. Like, I just want to be me. So, I mean, I'm
Well,
new. This is
yeah.
a newer
Trick
app
that.
for me. So,
I've got so many tricks I can give you.
I would love
Yeah,
that. I would
there's
absolutely
lots
love
of
that.
tricks
So,
to leave,
yeah.
but one with that is that be careful where you get apps as far as building an app for yourself.
Yes.
Um, I actually have a link that I will, if anybody is interested in it, I think I might link to it. My app was built on a platform called 22 Apps. And I have a link that I can, if anybody's interested in, know, wants to get a link to 22 Apps, get a hold of me because I can give you the link to the free, so you can get a free app there. And I also happen to know the owner, Matthew. So make sure and um, just send me a DM. All of my socials are on all the socials they will allow me are on my platform, are on my profile.
I know, I saw
Uh,
that. That's awesome. I definitely will. I will shoot you
and
a DM right now when I
I
get in the car.
wait to hear, I can't wait to maybe be, whether I'm privy to what's in the closet or whether I get to help the journey, the evolution of Mary Catherine, that I am super psyched about.
No, I would
Because
love
you've got
that,
to,
Stacey. I would love that. And I have no problem talking about what's in the closet
yeah,
and getting guidance on it. I'm all about that. So I will definitely shoot you a DM right now as I'm
oh,
getting ready
it's,
to head out. But thank you for having me up and for this
oh,
chat.
thank you for jumping up. I, if you don't mind, go ahead and hang out while I wrap up. As today has been, if not now, Wednesday. What are you not doing that you want to do? And I was talking about squirrels, and Mary Catherine resonated, and she jumped on here and has been telling us what she's not been doing because she kind of had some roadblocks. And I'm hoping that maybe we can, collaborate together to help each other with roadblocks. I think as humans, we need to, every once in a while, you need to say, hey, I need some help with this. And the other person go, hey, I can help lift that roadblock off of your, out of the way of your path, because I know how to do that part. I've been there, and then get down the road and go, oh, there's another roadblock. Oh, wait, my friend so and so knows how to fix that one. That's the human part of all of this. And I feel blessed that you picked that microphone up. I really appreciate you. Um, one, for being a mom. And is it of a boy? Did you say you have a son?
Yeah, I have a 14-year-old son. Yes.
Oh, as a therapist, 14-year-old son, um, I've worked with many 14-year-old boys. And they're actually they're awkward, they're fun, they're uh ornery, they're
It's
mouth.
literally an hour to hour, 5 minute to 5 minute thing,
Oh
but
yeah.
it's so wonderful. I love having, like, we have an amazing relationship, and I have to say I'm very blessed in that way. But that was through me building it. I have to say that was through a lot of hard work for
Uh-huh.
14 years of me really being there and building it and building that trust between us. So
Oh
I'm
yeah.
I'm definitely blessed to have that and have had that time. But now it's time for Mary Catherine, and
Yeah.
just hopping on this app at this time. I'm just happy that I did, and then I clicked your link and I heard your stuff, and I was like, ooh, I resonate with that. And I'm always about getting on stage, and any help is always welcome. Look, everybody, I always tell everyone that, people that go live with me on Tuesdays, I'm like, dude, I'm just here to help you. Like, if I can help bring you 1 or even 10 followers where you can sell something, I'm
Uh,
down for that. Like, come on, let's do it.
and
Like, I support, support, support. So
one of my
I
online
love
friends
that.
said, somebody hands you a mic, don't say no. Pick the mic up.
Exactly. I
Always,
love
always,
that. If someone
always
hands
pick
you a
up
mic, don't say no. I
yeah,
might be
don't
using that in my future. So I
uh
love that.
and I have
Thank
to
you
remind
so much.
that one. But so thank you so much for hanging out here. If you're listening to this on replay, I'm going to put Mary Catherine's information in to the show notes. If you're listening to this on Wisdom, you'll be able to see her name in there and connect with her. If you're listening on replay on my podcast on Technology Therapist somewhere, her information will be in the chat so that you can connect with her and help cheer her on and watch her journey to bringing her magic trick into the world, because it's coming, people. I can feel it. I can feel it getting ready to come out. And it may take a little bit, it may not, it may be tomorrow, we don't know. You never know when the thing's going to finally come out. And I am just so blessed that I'm here the day before, the minute before, because I get to watch this now. And watching and cheering other people on is something I just love doing. I think as humans we need to do that more. We've got too much crap in this world that we need to balance out by being support to each other, just as other, like, breathing beings on this planet. So uh, today's been If Not Now Wednesday. Tomorrow is Take Time Thursday. I'll tell you what, I don't know what I'm going to be talking about until I pick up the mic. But if you have any ideas for Take Time Thursday, please send me a message about that. Friday will be Find Your Formula Friday, where I will be digging in probably to just one portion of well, I know just one portion of the formula. And I'm not sure which place I'm going to start. It'll probably be with either life balance, or I'll start with one of the 4S's. If you don't know what I'm talking about, take a listen to my previous shows. You'll hear about the 4S's. You'll also hear about the formula. And I'd love any ideas, any and all ideas I welcome, of things to talk about, show ideas, or if you want to be a guest, definitely come follow me and jump on the mic like Mary Catherine did today. The last thing, check out my app in the App Store, Technology Therapist. I would love a download, a share, a thumbs up, a review. I don't know that I have any reviews over there on it yet. So reviews on the podcast or on the app, both named Technology Therapist. I appreciate you as humans. My name's Stacy Brayuka, the Technology Therapist and Squirrel Wrangler. And I am going to go wrangle some squirrels after I find out what my dog is crying about. So it might be actual squirrels. I'm not sure. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you here tomorrow. Thank you again, Mary Catherine.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.
You too. Bye bye.